Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday stream. We are back playing Kerbal Space Program. Of course we are playing our stream career mode here. Hey, another 3, how you doing? I believe, of course, we've also got Wise out there. He might be here yet, he might not. I don't know when he clicks on the button, but he's been getting excited in the Discord. Ooh. Cool. How's everybody doing out there? I'm doing quite well. Let's go and have a look. Hey, Wise. How you doing, buddy? Let's go and have a look. We've got something that we are doing. We have got something that we are in the middle of doing. We will try and launch up some space station stuff, and of course a whole bunch of stuff went wrong with it, but that's kind of okay. Hey, who are you and what are you doing? You are on the floor. Are you recoverable? You are recoverable. Look, landed a curb. Let's just have a quick little tangent and go see what this is. Hey, Gorgonopsid, man. How you doing? You're feeling highly meh. Dude, it's the time of year, you know, it's the time of year. Even I have been having troubles summoning the great... Hey, this is a little bit weird. Look at this. Okay, summoning the great well of enthusiasm that I have. I had a new idea for a drawing thing. Oh, dude, awesome. All about new drawings. Creativity is kind of like the counterpoint to the winter mumps, winter blues. I don't know what we want to call it there. I know I feel it. Oh man, I've been getting up like 2 hours later than normal and all sorts. It's been pretty horrible. All right, well, we're gonna go over to the call out over here. Of course, this is totally like the other way around for Gorgonopsid. He's like, what are you on about? It's getting lighter. Hey, Jackson, how you doing? It's not winter blue. You know what? It's really hard to tell when it is, buddy. Oh, yes, but it's kind of a compound effect, right? You know, the maths... Ooh, I forgot we had the RCS on. Let's not be using that. The maths is definitely doing harder than Sasha. I don't think Sasha Grey gets hard. She helps others, you know. Anyway, we are moving on. Before we get too derailed in our conversation here, let's try and figure out what we're doing. We are trying to meet up with something that is on a very similar orbit to us. I don't even know which one it is we're currently... I think it's this one, the Station Habitat No Electric. That might be where we're headed. It might not be, but we'll give that a go. Let's walk round to here, and we will do the maneuver that is in front of us. Yes, well, actually, no. Honestly, Wise, I'm hoping not to explode. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Another 3. Still, I'm not sure if that is culturally appropriate, but you know, as I've come down on the not made for children side of Copra, then all right, fair enough. You put 2 sentences together, like 2 different things together. Expect me just to know, man. Like what? Oh look, we got time. We are actually going past. All right. Hope for Caboose. I mean, we could just go and make a fireworks display. We've got like... You are not appropriate. Actually, I think that I kind of am appropriate. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, we could go make a firework display. That's no problem. I really do want to go and rescue this craft though. Thankfully, we haven't got like the fun and frolics that is trying to design a craft from scratch. I don't think we've had anything on this craft where we've gone, oh, I really wish we had redone that. Other than the things we've already gone and done. I also would like to go and check my contract lists at some point and see like what contracts are applicable to us. Are there any that we could make like renewable with a base system? I don't know. Though I am once again thinking in like hard Kerbal terms. There, that's kind of not what we want to do. When we're in the easier realm over here, we just want to be pushing on for newer and better things all the time. I'm not sure what the next world milestone would be for us. I'm sure it's coming up, but not overly sure what it's actually going to be. Go to Juna, go to Gilly. Going to Gilly's always fun. We might try and do one. I mean, we've got these over here, right? We got going to Gilly. It says going to Eve, but we will not be going to Eve. We'll be going to Gilly, and we've got this one to Juna, which will probably be the big mission. You know, we'll send out like a moon lander for Ike, and then we'll send out a thing. Going to Jewel. Let's see when the next one is. I want to have a transfer window. We're going around the sun. We're coming from Kerbin. Bam. Dual mission in. I've been looking at a long time, and you're most likely full on the made for kids side. It's not something to get wrong. Most of my videos are the same, being made for kids because gaming. Yeah, I totally get why people would say yes, but we touch on some pretty heavy subjects sometimes, you know. Just because we don't swear doesn't mean we're not talking. For instance, Sasha Grey came up in conversation before we've even got like 5 minutes into the stream. So yeah, I'm not sure. But you know, it's one of those things that everybody needs to make their thing, especially Death and Kaboom. Yeah, like, but I'm mostly known for taking the liberties with, you know, dictators. I don't think it's kid-friendly material, but I get it. Well, if I get fined, then I get fined, but I think so. But as we all know, it's never going to come down to that, I don't think. You know, I'm not, like, pointing potentially harmful stuff at an audience, you know? 9 nautical notebooks sounds like fun. Do you need to collect them to set free the pirate ghost Lacrasse? Old Purple Beard himself. Start burning. Oh, it's taking me a bit. Yeah, go. Okay, let's do this. Close the alarm. We're mostly working off the alarm clock. I don't know if you guys had noticed here that I am launching more and more missions. We're going to put missions that are going to happen at some point on the clock, and then be ready for so. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come around to my periapts, and then we're going to swap over to target, and we're just going to slowly drift around until we get close. I got annoyed because I had to draw super small circles, basically the size of a mouse's end of digestive tract. Okay, I mean, that's... Yeah, you gotta ask yourself at this point: are we talking about the aperture or the whole appliance? Does the sphincter count, or is that not part of it? These questions we can see again. Like these are not overly kid-friendly conversations. We're just not swearing. Okay, coming in. A dot with a blank space in the middle. Wow, I mean, if it's that, it's kind of in the middle of doing something, right? That's kind of. I don't know if I want to draw that one. Okay, we've got a Kerbal on board. We got enough. I was really worried that we hadn't put in ourselves at the sunlight for well enough there. Okay, let's try and push ourselves onto a closer collision course. I mean, sorry, we're going to rendezvous and dock. Totally not collision course. Something like over here again. Okay, let's have a look at what our encounter is right now. You know, 12.7, getting close, getting very close. Can we see where they are on my screen right now? It doesn't look like we can. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm going to turn around to a point retrograde with my... Oh, look, there they are. Do we... 0.5 millimeter of radius. Wow, that's pretty. You need to get some like precision drawing equipment on for that. Well, I think I'd rather find something that happens to be 0.5 meter radius and do a little like print of it, you know. Dot with a space in the center. Is that not like a black hole? So that's a dot that's got space somewhere in it, right? It's all around the outside as well, but I believe rings are also like got a void space inside and outside, right? Yeah. 0 point compass was in like actually coming from the annihilation of you know, particle, anti-particle stuff. You know, 0 point, right? Kind of fit. You know, I don't think I've ever seen one. I might have to go and look up at some point. Let's just make sure we're flying towards that guy with a bit more speed than we currently are, because I could really do with getting over there, doing a dock, and then once we've docked in there, and I think we've got the docking equipment for it, we can then try and get to the other place. Which we you really need a closest approach for docking. It's all right, we're drifting, man. We're drifting. It's right there. It's literally right there. Every now and then I turn sideways and I go... Psh. And we'll just drift in closer and closer. I mean, if I was going at hundreds of meters per second, it would definitely be more overwhelming to the orbital velocity. But, you know, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Bam. The thing is, we need to conserve as much as we can at the moment. What's my approach there? 6 is pretty good. Let's do it. Let's warp here, and then I want to go retrograde the moment I can get out of the warp. Orbital mechanics says you're gonna miss. Maybe. If I was only making one shot, I would totally agree with you. But as you can see, I'm gonna tweak and turn as we get close. Something like that. Let's have a look. What we got over there? 2.2. I'll take a 2.2. We could even, with a bit more application of that way, get a little closer. 1.2, looking good, looking good. If you have the ability to control electricity, what would you do with it? Technically, you're a walking defibrillator or a walking heart attack. Ooh. But I'd never pay my electricity bill again. I think that'd be like one of the first. I would go around and be like, hey, buddy, you got a giant battery you can hook me up to, and I'll sort you out with free electricity for a bit. I'll just trade whatever it is you're known for trading in. I mean, that sounds good to me. Don't know about you. Rob people. little direct. I mean, like, why rob people when you can rob companies? Just walk in. The heart is to be trusted until it attacks. It's true. But the heart, you know. Wait, no, I wasn't talking about heart. Why go and like rob people when you can just like walk up to a fail-safe bank vault of some description, overload its electronics, and because it's fail-safe, it will unlock and make sure that people don't die, right? Anyway, here we go. This is where we've been trying to be. This is where we're trying to be. I want that. Oh, no, come here. You set as target. Thanks. I don't know why it's calling itself no electric. We've blatantly got electric here, but okay. Okay, RCS, slow ourselves down. Right down. Nah, but who gets to judge who is worthy? What would you do if you're able to stop time for 30 seconds and a cooldown ability for 30 seconds? I mean, 30 seconds is pretty good. I don't know. What would you do with 30 seconds worth of time? I mean, after I got bored of going... No, I'm not going to say that. Everybody is unworthy. Yeah, maybe. Hey, I turned you off. Thanks. Right, I know how to do this better. We go orbital chase. Locked. There we go. Locked is by far the best way to move around in space. I love it. It just makes you feel like you're actually like flying and in control as opposed to just like zipping around. Win any race you enter. Hey Forrest, how you doing? Yeah. Go to the other ship. Gorgon opposite, my friend. I do have to point out that I am quite well acquainted. Notice how you said I was going to miss, yet here I am within 20 meters drifting in. Thanks for the advice, but that one I got. This guy currently has no electric charge, so we have to deal with this guy being the thing. And the other thing that you might notice is that we don't have point at target. So it's great regurgitation of skills. I'm about that, but there's other things saying that there are problems with that plan. Okay, let's slow it down. So, is there any superpower that wouldn't result in you robbing people in Other 3? How's that go? At what point do you start saving the day? I'm not sure if I ever would. I mean, who wants to save the day? That was a bad plan. Okay, here we go. We're just going to let ourselves drift. There we go. All right, perfect cooperation here. Perfect cooperation. And now we should be charging up the batteries. Oh, look at that wobble. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, now as an entire unit, we're looking for this set as target. This is where we're going. Oh, we are so out of phase. It's kind of... most likely, no, you're Polish. Yeah, I reckon you can do it. How does 30 seconds pass if time is frozen? It's a trap. Anybody who ever uses time freezing skills just stops in their timeline right there. They're like, stop, but they stop as well. And that's it. They just blink out of existence at that point. I mean, obviously. Okay, we're going to try and match up maneuvers here. I'm going to be very surprised if we manage to do so, but I'm going to try anyway. I actually want to... Come here, swing this way to make my apoaps and my periaps match with what is on display here. And then we'll figure out how we're going to, you know, not crash and burn in the atmosphere. Which might be a useful skill. Okay, here we go. Big burns, big burns, big burns. I'll take it. Intersect. Come on, give me my intersect. What's the distance? 9 kilometers. Perfect. I will super take that. Super take. What would you do in real life if you got the ability to quick save and quick load in real life? Everything. Anything you think's a little bit dangerous? I'd go give that. I'd quick save and go give that a go. Suddenly my fear of anything. Yeah, I'd go to the casino. I would quick save, play a quick round of roulette, reload and go. Impress girls is death. I would impress everyone, not necessarily girls, you know. Just impress whoever's about. Not rob rich people. Nah, you don't need to at that. But I mean, like, I suppose technically going to the casino to mess with the odds there. Ooh. This is not going to stop where it wants to stop, is it? Good luck. I don't know which engine to use. In fact, do we even need this right now? You know what I'm saying? We could just deorbit this. If you die, you can't really load anymore. All right, yeah, okay. No, that's a good restriction there, actually. Yeah, if you die, you can't reload. Okay, does this has fuel, but it doesn't have the ability to fly itself. That's very unfortunate. I would have liked to have just kind of dropped. Wait, it does have the ability to fly itself. What am I on about? Look, right there. Do you reckon we got time now that it's fully charged? Question mark. Quick save. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Quick saving. I'm going to decouple node. Come over to this side because it's more important, and then when we get roll, this isn't going to work because I've got no SAS. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm trying to tip it. Okay, so I bounced pretty hard. Let's in fact time warp our way out of this problem. So now that I'm pointed not at it, ish. We'll just slowly accelerate our way out of here. Don't hit the whoa. Okay, good luck, my friend. You are bound for return. This doesn't have any parachutes on it, so we're probably not going to be able to watch it descend. The question I've really got that I should have took care of was add the maneuver node. I'll poop with there. I'll poop with there. I'll poop with there. Okay, here we go. Are we going to be able to do this? I hope so. We've got some soil already. Ew. I suppose she has been up here. Magwin has been up here a little bit of time now. Sorry, I will check the chat in a second. I realise a lot of stuff has just flipped by. But we got this burn to do. It's quite a burn. I don't know if we're going to be able to stop on the other side. Hopefully. We'll go. Also, do objects I interact with also gain no clip? Oh, wait. There's a whole bunch of stuff. If you feel you're going to die, you can load before. Yeah, I mean, like, that's all it, like, if you feel you're going to die, you can just save yourself, right? I mean, like, that's an IRL tip as well. Okay, so if we clear that out, how far are we? I'll take it. We're going to be coming in at a ridiculous speed relative to each other. $10 seems like the best we're going to get there. Oh. So, what is this? Descending node. So let's point normal. And whilst that flies over, let's watch this die. If you have the ability to no clip, where would you be? Yeah, the bank vault. In that strip club, the bouncer wouldn't let me in. Because I've tried to walk into strip clubs, honestly. Banks are closed. You should have taken some fuel out of that stage and put it in the other stage. Yeah, no, I did think about that, but we're all good. Making the dog's breakfast. All right, buddy. All right. Make sure you feed that dog like steak and some really well processed meat. By well processed, I don't know, maybe ham. Do you guys have like horrific reprocessed hams? Excuse me, wire. There we go. Cool. Brilliant. Yeah, I don't know about people's homes. There would be some people's homes that I walk into. Yeah, I'd definitely go and check out some I don't know, New York top skyscraper penthouses, you know? Go and have a look at some of those, just for curiosity. I mean, if I've got no clip, I'd probably end up living there. I mean, I'm not invisible at this point, am I? So it would be a bit awkward, be like, hi, how's it going? And then like, security, and you drop through the floor. Of course, like with actual no clip, I can fly, I can do anything. I'd probably like leave the planet. I presume I still have to breathe. Look at this. Woo woo. Let's spin it out and have a look over this way. Loving it. Loving it. Of these vicious re-entries. Now the real question is this going to all explode, or is there going to be a small pile of stuff? Just go inside, open from the inside, and you'll get all the nice stuff. No, I'm not really bothered by stuff, you know. It's more what the stuff enables you to do. Like, I might steal the keys to someone's plane. That kind of sounds a little bit better than just like stealing stuff. Of course, like I've got no clip. Why do I need to have a plane? You can no clip the vehicle if you're using it. You can also no clip connected vehicles like trains and trailers. Who doesn't want to crash a train into Big? Whoa, mate! Whoa. Crashing a train into Big Ben sounds like. Like a next terrorist action, next top target. What happened? We're just crashing some stuff here. Wondering about the logistics of crashing trains into buildings, which of course is a big problem. What with the rails and all. 100% demisable. Nice. I don't have a. No. Let me go over here. All right, well, let me go over there. All right, let's go to the tracking station. tracking station. I don't have a alarm clock set for the call out. What happens if you no-clip an entire planet into a moon? A lot of explosions, I think, at some point. I've got a feeling. Like you'd end up. I mean, you'd end up with a much heavier planet, of course. I mean, that's totally a thing right there. So we want to know when we're getting close to that. Actually, what I want to do is, am I pointed in the right direction? That's the first question. We're slowly getting there. I want to change this descending node into a not ascending. Are we out of power? Is that what's going on? Why is this taking so long to spin? It's got one of those up there. Ah, I see why. I see why. It's not being told right now. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sorry, it's the state I left it in, so I assumed that it would be left there again, but meh. Okay. So, burn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good enough. So what's going on over here now? 4.6. Can we burn a little off of that? 5. I'll take that. 4.5 kilometers. If you had the ability to disguise as any object, what would you disguise as? Animals are not allowed. Machines not allowed. So no ATM. A seat. A picture on someone's wall. You're left in a state, but which one? Kansas, Texas, liquid, gas. Plasma. I'd rather be left in plasma. No, that sounds terrible. Yeah, I keep being told all the time that there's room temperature plasmas. You know, there are materials in the world that when they are warmed up to 20 degrees C or thereabouts, they disassociate from their electrons and make plasma. I've never seen these. I'd like to see that. I suppose like the inside of those plasma balls where you put your hand to it and the electric comes from the central bit up to your hand. I suppose that kind of counts, but I'd like to be immersed in this plasma, you know. I don't know whether this stuff hangs around. If it's just in a is it self cohesive? I don't know. All right, alarm clock is a very essential part to the way I'm currently playing this. Is that right? Time to close is 36 minutes. Yeah, that looks about right. You can get it with cold nuclei and hot electrons. Yeah. You're going to try and claim your bed from an angry fox. It's a bad plan. No, I've not seen the new Joker yet. I've got to be honest. I'm not a massive fan of Marvel either, but I'm not a massive fan of DC. No real strong reason. It's just I don't know. It's not. No, I don't know why. It's just something I don't go, oh yeah, I should definitely watch that. The problem is exciting the electrons without exciting the nuclei of the atoms. Supposedly, Gorgolops said that there is just stuff out there that does it. That just does it, you know? I'm sure it'll be some horrifically carcinogenic mix or something, you know? But okay, surface, target, retrograde. There he is, 15 kilometers away. We can get closer. He's going to see it just for the memes. I mean, like, I should have said for a little while that, you know, these are the types of things I need to do. So when people ask me if I've seen them, I can be like, yes. But right now, I don't know. Apparently, it's actually good. Yeah, I mean, like, there's very rarely do people make a movie that is bad. If you don't like a movie, it might be because it's not for you, right? But there are a lot of movies that there's not many movies that are like legitimately bad. A lot of the game movies are totally exempt from this rule. But I feel like I'm gonna overshoot. We're getting in close. Oh, look at those distances coming closer to each other. I like it. 2.3, 2.2. We might even get close to actually coming into touch. Okay, I'm going to go over this way and tell it to just start slowing down. Kind of needs to be a thing we do, right? Just slow down. Do I have the pointed target? I don't have the pointed target. I was telling Gorgon opposite about that. Why is that now a surprise to me? How's your money gathering scheme for the... it's gone bad, actually. If anything, I'm at less money than I was. So... That serves me right for going off on holidays and stuff, right? Enjoying myself and not spending money on the VR setup that I was supposed to. Though, really, getting that driving license would really have helped me. But, you know, here we are. For what I saw in between trying to get drunk next guy to me... okay, yeah. Sell my kidney. Funnily enough, I need to go for a blood test about my kidney. Dialysis for the rest of my life really sounds fun, which obviously is not what's going to happen, but you know. Pimp miss. Yeah, I'm sure she'd appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Drifting. I'm surprised at how well this is going. What do I think about Half-Life Alyx? I've not actually seen it. I'm just amazed that they actually made Half-Life 3, which I know it's not, but it totally is. So I'm surprised not more people are talking about that, to be fair. You know. Alright, we're actually coming in pretty nice. Pretty nice. 200 meters away. Let's start slowing ourselves down. Don't woman only want sex? Oh, yeah, I mean, totally. How have I not seen the trailer? No, I've not seen the trailer. Because I've been a little bit busy with life stuff, which makes me sad. But that's life. Okay, you. Control from here. All right, here we go. And you down there. Am I actually targeting the right bit? That could be, yeah. R. H. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. This is what we want. This is what we want. Bring me... No, not down. Okay, we should just drift into position now. Always about drifting into position. Let's just point ourselves at the... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Of course, that has got more inertia. Because it's the thin bit. It's the small axis to spin around. Okay, this is pretty much a dead in the water over that way. So I'm trying to get my down there. I mean, how could you have some rando on the internet be told some radical fluff? Yeah. Directly after a stream, you need to watch the trailer. Yeah, maybe. Drift. Matt, I don't want to rush this, but at the same time, we're still 40 meters away. Moving at 0.4. I mean, that's like 100 seconds, right? Okay, let's try and go a little bit faster than that. Of course, the big worry is smashing into it at like 4 meters per second. That would be bad. Driving is fun. Driving fast is more fun. I will take your word on that one. Like, I obviously can see that, yes. There's a reason racing is a thing after all. Set that as target. Alright, there we go. You can see how far off the mark I am right now. I know, me being off the mark. Crazy, eh? Okay, bring it in, bring in. And go. Forwards, just up a bit. Love it. Okay, there we go. This should ideally be a nice, easy bring together. A vindication of the entire rescue mission. Drifting the ship toward the other drifting the ship towards the other ship. Does this need deja vu playing? I mean, I really needed to bring these two together, and this guy was dead, so I had to bring another ship out to do it. And you know, docking is docking. I'm just going to sit here and let that snap into place. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Ripple through the vessel. Let's just do a time warp and stop just to bring this all into position with each other. And that is a contract that took us a week and a bit. Okay. Did you become a chicken? Yeah, you know me. You know, the later it gets on a Tuesday, the worse my syllable forming is. Just suddenly can't speak at all. So we got that station up and running. Woo! I wasn't really expecting to do that this early. We've still got like time in the stream. Time. Wow, 35 minutes and we are done. Ooh. Okay, in that case, do we have people in here? That's the real question. We do not have people in here. We can, however, start that and start this. Let's get some multispectral data on the go. This has its own power source, so that's pretty cool. I should have totally used the constructs docking ports there. I didn't even. You could never speak. It's true. I could. I was literally like just allowed to shout. That's it. What's the limit on highways? 70, but everyone drives at 90 miles, not kilometers per hour. Don't know what those numbers are in kilometers. Ooh, hit my mic stand. Okay, cool. So let's quickly. Do we want to quickly deorbit, or should we just go over to the Dockinator? I think we're going to go over to the Dockinator. We're going to leave them there for a little bit. It's nice to know that we've got a space station up in space now. What we're going to use the space station for? I don't know. Hopefully, some tourists will want to go to it, or something silly like that. So we're just about to come in and do this little maneuver here to. I thought it was so we could dock, but it doesn't look like that's actually the case. I'm not sure what this maneuver is doing. It's circular, not circular. What's the word I'm looking for here? It brings our orbits into coplanar. Also, that's very loud into my ears. 90 is roughly the limit in Poland. 9 mile an hour is 140. Okay, yeah. Why can't I turn? Does this not have any SAS on it? Okay, beautiful. I gave it a little bit of a push. How can this have 0 SAS on it? All right. Well, I mean that's fine. That's life. That's how these things. Actually, 140 because 144. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so this is for one of the world's firsts. The contract we've got is dock 2 vessels around the moon, attach 2 vessels together in the moon with a docking port, or the claw. I didn't know we could do that. That's crazy. All right, I want to speed up time here a little bit because whilst we're headed in the right direction, oh man, it's long. Let's go up to ×4. We've still got 15 minutes real time, 16 according to the start burn indicator down below. 5 kilometers an hour is roughly 3 miles an hour. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I definitely want to point this towards. Is that normal or anti-normal? That's anti-normal. So something that's been striking me as increasingly weird recently. So we got matter and antimatter, right? But antimatter is only a flip of the sign when it comes to electric charge, right? So the electron is negatively charged, the positron is positively charged. Amazing, right? Proton and antiproton. It's all pretty thing. Are there anti-neutrons? You know, anti-neutrons, I don't know. Can someone put that into Google and find out for me? But why is it only electromagnetic reversal makes the antimatter? Yeah, why can't we have... what else is there? Why isn't there, like, anti-weak force atoms? Yeah, you know what? There are neutrons, yeah, you did right. I thought you said neutrinos then. I knew there were anti-neutrinos, but neutrons, yeah, okay, cool. I'll have to look them up. That kind of escapes my brain of how anti-neutron would work. But yeah, why isn't there like an anti-weak force or an anti-strong force? It's not electromagnetic reversal, it's antiparticle. But is it though? I will go and look it up. Because as far as I was aware, it was just in the Dirac field equations, a swap of that charge right there, right? Was it direct? I think it was direct. All right, here we go. Let's move closer. And we've got connection. That's good. That's good. Go. 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 No, slow down. Slow down time. Then go. All right, there we go. Close that alarm. Stopped. And have we made this 0? We've made it 0. All right, beautiful. Oh, wait. 0.1. Point -1. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Because we are trying to now... Oh, look, we're drifting towards where I want to look, I think. We want to try and figure out how to add a maneuver here to make those encounters up ahead of us work. Because somewhere there will be a point where it works. Ideally without destroying my entire fuel budget. But that separation, we're only coming in at 100 meters relative to each other. It's only going to cost 20 cents. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I think this is a very diving but a thing. Antifa. I'm not sure what you mean by Antifa, man. Not sure what you mean. Okay, we're still drifting. So I'm just going to wait. Because we've got no SAS on this ship. I don't know how that has actually even got out here with no SAS. But as we've got no SAS on this ship, I'm going to wait until we're drifting around. And then I'm going to use Time Warp to stop me where I am. And we'll just drift 39 minutes into the future. Let's once again actually set that maneuver node. I mean, 39 minutes, it's not quite enough time to start another mission, I don't think. Probably is. We could probably go and find out what's going on the surface of the moon or all sorts of stuff. I mean, people are... Let's have a look. What have we got around the moon right now? Moon Explorer 2. Did we... Switch 2. Did we actually bring anything down here that's useful? That's the real question right now. Did anything actually get down to the moon that will enable us to save the people that are on the moon? Okay, that's not the one I want. That's also not, and that's also not. This is some friends that want to be saved. There should be another ship around somewhere. Is it in orbit? Is that what's going on? Dockinator Mun. Going to Minmus. I was sure we had another craft down here. Let's take a moment to zoom out and have a... Ooh. That's the engineer call out, right? Oh, I remember. We slammed into, I don't know, that wall there or something at quite a speed. At quite a speed. It's tempting to swap out some of these guys because over here... No, let's keep going. We've got this guy. This is Bill Kerman. He's actually here to rescue people. Unfortunately, he's only got enough fuel to get home. He can't donate to guys. What have we got in here? A bunch of science and stuff. We might need to just bring these guys home on their own. Unfortunately, what I was going to do was to attach... Look at this. Look at all this fuel. Look at all this fuel. I was going to attach a... Let's get Jeff... Let's get... There it is. That's what I want, right there. See that? And one of those there. The problem is, and I think this is the biggest problem, is I'm not sure whether in my inventory we've got the right equipment. Have you ever played BeamNG? I have, but very briefly, and it's all right, I suppose. You know, it's one of those games for me. Do we just send him back and then bring him back in this craft? I think that might be what we do, and then he can actually save these guys with what is around. Because he just needs his equipment. Where are we on the surface of the moon right now? Are we pointed at the moon? No, we're going the wrong way. Okay. That's alright. Go do it. Go do it. Go! I'm going to go up like this. Then I'm going to, I don't know, go orbital distance this way. Go. Hit the high fly when dropping a friend off and got up to 140. Nice. Alright, here we go. Ripping it up into orbit. This should be like super easy. There's no way that we're not going to make it. What should we what height orbit should we aim at? I always like a 10 or 15 kilometer orbit. Something like that sounds great. And then going this way. Prograde again. Love that little exosphere that you get on the sci-fi enhancements. Ready, set, burn, 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 burn. Any second now it will go. Alright, here we go, nice. Okay, this should be nice and easy just to escape if we stay on the path that we're at. We should be able to just drop out the top here. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. That's almost exactly the orbit I want. Almost exactly. Okay, let's go. You tell me when I'm leaving. 2 hours. 2 hours. Cool. I don't think we've got another engineer ready to make the call out. The good thing about I should have planted a flag so that we could get him some more points. Yeah, we should definitely have got him a flag. Oh well. It's no real bother. Do we have science to take back with us? No. That's fine. That's fine. Can I get rid of that? Thanks. You close. Okay, it's feeling good, feeling strong, feeling like it's going to be a good one. Let's jump back over to the Dockinator and make this happen. Man, I really wish I had included a couple of SAS modules on this. It would really have made my life quite a bit easier. But I appear to be pointed in the right direction, so let's go over this way. We are going to drop our orbit down quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. So that we can try and match up with them on the other side. I'm even going to clear my maneuver node so that I can watch the numbers change real time. 88, that sounds pretty far. Unfortunately, we put it in the wrong direction. Oh, I'm tempted to take it anyway, because the time to drift round is quite a distance. Got no not SS, RCS. Alright, no, I'll take it. Alright, let's go to the periapse, which is beyond the point where Dockinator, where the emergency call-out leaves. We're going to be bouncing back and forth a lot between these two missions for the next sort of 20 minutes or so. Go! Need RCSS. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that, man. Slow it right down. Okay, yes, thank you. I am aware that I am leaving the SOI. Thank you very much for letting me know that. Can we actually get to the point where we leave the SOI, though? I'm fairly sure I could probably figure out my way of burning retrograde from here, but if we just go, hey, warp over this way. 3 minutes. 3 minutes time. Please just spit me out of here. And then I'll say retrograde again if we can. I'm going to point myself around in that way. Any reason not to just burn deep? We've got a heat shield. We've got... Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's burn deep. And we'll figure out what time we need to come back. Because down to the periapse will be far too late. If we're at the point... No. We've got the fuel. Oh, Bill. Oh, Bill, your periapse is just so high up. Wait, what? Oh man, where was the losses? We have done this before. Where were the losses? Oh, this is not how I want to do this mission. Not even close. Okay, here we go. Just give it a nudge. Oh yeah, that is so what I want right there. Where's my jetpack readout? Go outside and push. Yeah, I kind of have. The loss was in the internet. Yeah, maybe. Can we speed this up? We can. Okay. I mean, at what point do you start contemplating venting the atmosphere outside your craft, you know? Oh, this is one of the most painful things you ever get to do in Kerbal. I hate it. So what are we going to talk about, guys? What are we going to talk about while I spend the next 15 minutes or so trying to get this to drop down? People see the I don't know, I can't remember which scientist it was, claiming that they'd spotted a bunch of bugs and insects and stuff in the Martian pictures, like the rover footage and stuff like that. Yeah, magnetic gloves would be a great idea. Yeah, so there is a bunch of stuff that came with the Breaking Ground DLC that enables you. No, 3. I haven't. I'm not even gonna. Not even gonna go with that. What was I trying to say? But yeah, having a look at these pictures totally didn't throw me off at all. 3. Yeah, the thing with these like bug pictures, they're just rocks. They're just rocks. Like the only time life has been like found on Mars, people disproved it. So I mean, the labeled release thing, labeled release experiment on Viking. People will argue with you quite hard about why that's not life, but I'm sold on it. I'm sold on it. That's not how we do this. That's how we do this. Why don't the enemies just run away or punch him in the face when he's trying to... pacing of manga, right? Well, not manga, of anime. I'm sure there is a Dragon Ball's manga, but... Oh man, this is face-achingly bad. They want to fight a stronger opponent. I need to test myself against my ultimate enemies. And that's pretty much what a lot of Dragon Ball was about, right? Okay, so we've gone from 350 to 200 periaps. Still very painful, though. Like this is the reason why it's in, yeah. Like I say, that's what most of Dragon Ball was about, right? Proving themselves tougher. And good line up, go. Bam. Ah. Okay, let's speed this up again. Just keep me below 70. The label release experiment found life in that they use radioactive carbon to nutrients. Yeah. I mean the problem why a bunch of people were arguing with it was all to do with the what was the first one called, the soil one where they were watching a bunch of methane, was it? No, it wasn't methane. It was some gas anyway. But they were expecting some organics to be spat out of the experiment, and they didn't see any. But that was because of perchlorates, which Phoenix found. I believe in the new series. I've not watched it. You know, I've watched very little Dragon Ball Z. A lot of people around me were quite into it, so I picked up the major themes, but mostly it wasn't. You know, when I got round to knowing about it, it was already in like the several hundred episodes long category. You know. We're very close, 136 kilometers up. And back we go. Up, stop. Why are you doing that? Look at the way he's spinning around wildly. Okay, let's line myself up. I'm so far away. Can I set this as target? No, aim camera. I can't set target. That's a bit of a shame. I always love when the shadow appears on solar panels. I mean, I kind of don't because obviously, wait. No, that was a text message from my bank actually, and I'm like, stop contacting me. I know what's going on with my bank account. I asked them to stop sending me paper statements a little while ago, and they keep hassling me every 6 months, being like, you stopped us sending you paper statements, but you've not checked your online banking. I'm like, yes, I know I've not, because I used the magical hole in the wall that tells us stuff. I don't know why they don't think that people don't know what's going on with their bank accounts without checking every 5 seconds. I even know what my like GTA bank account is, you know. Nah, not my debt. I am one of the few people that I know that has just completely eschewed the whole debt thing. There's been twice in my life where I've had debt. Very quickly got over that. First was to buy my own set of decks, and second might have been something to deal with illegal proceedings. But bored. Okay, are we in? We good? 76 is still nowhere down. A hole in the wall is a place where the naked ladies dance. Fortunately not. Unfortunately not. I don't know, either way. What's your guys' colloquial terms for ATMs? Yeah, we got a hole in the wall. Bank machine, I suppose. Cash machine is what we generally call them here. $73, $72, $71. All right, well done, guys. We made it through this deorbiting process. Just gonna burn us right down to like 40. Ooh, it's just picked up the fact that we are no longer orbital. Please stop. What is going on with the camera? Okay, let's just get in the spacecraft. We're gonna set a maneuver there. We're not gonna do anything, we're just setting the maneuver so that we know how far away into the future it is. Okay, we're gonna go to Dockinator Moon. Bankomat, literally bank machine, yeah. I believe we've got no like slang name for ATM. Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Okay, what am I trying to do here? We are trying to figure out how to bring ourselves closer once we're down here. Okay, let's walk down to that periapse down there. Ooh, such times. Tiny dots on fuzzy screens, moving around on very faint circles. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Okay, so we have connection back home still. That's good. Quite often that is not the case. If I burn this way, are we getting a smaller number? You know what? I'll take it. I will definitely take a smaller number right there. I'm going to try and actually point... No, radio in. Radio in. Let's see what happens here. 3, 2, 1... 6. 6.4 sounds great. Call it a money machine here in New Zealand. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Bankomat sounds cool. That is a great name. Maybe if we ever get around to writing a game, we'll call it that, right? Okay, 6.5 kilometers. I'm going to swap over to my target. We're going to set a maneuver here. We're going to see when it clashes. Ooh. Not ideal, if I'm to be honest with you. Okay, let's bring these like this, and then we will very quickly like circularize our orbit here. Can I bring them in a little bit more? Okay, cool. Slow it down a lot. Oh, it's so nearly there. Got a feeling that is roughly what we want. Okay, let's get rid of Dockinator, add a new alarm. Oh. Let's see if we can nudge emergency call. Oh no, we can't. No, we literally cannot nudge emergency call out. They're literally within a minute of each other. That's the problem that we've got here. It takes more than a minute to land. I guess we'll just have to see what we can do, right? We'll just have to see what we can do. Like, the Dockinator is the flexible one. Because this guy is just coming back to atmosphere right now. There is nothing else this guy can do than drop down toward... Where is it? Where is it? I want to see it rushing at me. Okay. There we, ooh. Effects are all... I don't like the way he's rendered the clouds on this. It totally makes it feel like it's a bowl inside than out. Okay, here we go. Call out maneuver node. We're just gonna 22 seconds. Jump to ship. We'll just do the move and try and get closer, right? Do the move, try and get closer. All right, you. Target negative. A minute burn time. What happens if I just go now? Should we just go now? Let's just go now. Okay, that's close enough. Favorite fictional weapon? Oh man, that's a question there. It's probably actually something along the lines. What did they call it? It was like a stellar laser, Stellazar, something. So imagine a Dyson sphere, yeah, where you're instead of collecting the solar panel, bouncing it all around with mirrors, all right, and then you have one hole on like the equator where you want to like focus all that power out from. You know, all the power output from a star through a single narrow aperture. Sounds like the winner there, if you ask me. All right, let's go see if we're dead yet. Maybe Death Star's small by that scale, but yeah. Death Star, but with a star. Yeah, maybe. I'll go with that. All right, let's point retrograde in our surface alignment because that's how we want to do this. We are going to collapse all these away if we can. Retract. And retract. We're going to try and make it... Do we try and make it down with what we've got? Retract. Or do we drop this useless stage? It's not really useless though, is it? Let's do this. And... Oh no, stop it. Go up there. Okay. Nice. Let's pop those. Let's try again. Alright, they're now popped. We should now be safe no matter what, right? Use the legs. Alright, we will use the legs. I've got a feeling all this is going to explode on the way down, but we will do so. We will do so. Okay, I wonder whether we'll suffer the tragedy of a plasma blackout. Because since we live in a simulation, simple textures make it go faster. Yeah, I've seen that. Alright, starting to get warm, guys. Starting to get warm. Clouds are interesting. They seem to like spring up from the mountains sometimes, but they are interesting. Okay, we're coming in at 3 kilometers a second. Coming from the moon itself over there. That's nice. That's very nice, actually. Maybe what we actually want to do is more of that. Yeah. When I woke up this morning, all the furniture took a while to all appear at once from the blackness. Yeah, that's just too early in the morning, mate. You got to let the sun come up, you know. Are we going to slow down enough? Are we going to slow down? Yeah, I think we will actually. I think we will. Let's have a look at the M menu, or as we call it, the map. And yeah, the M menu. Yeah. Waiting for all this to explode. I was super expecting this to explodey. Mainly because it's supposed to be. We dead. Oh, we dead. Oh, we are dead. I'm gonna start spinning around on my axis to try and spread the heat around, but we've become too much of a bullet. We are too much of a bullet. Hey, miss, how you doing? That's my parachutes. Be really nice if we could not blow my parachutes up. Okay, mostly we're doing all right. I think we're now slow enough to slow down. Slow enough to slow down without ripping everything apart. Yeah, she just kind of like walked past without acknowledging our existence. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay, got a bit of a procession on the go. This is nice. This is cool. Waiting for temperatures to return to, you know, stable-ish conditions. The fuel tanks are actually causing us to thrust through a little bit stronger than we would normally. This is just because we're heavy and the atmosphere doesn't get to affect us as much, you know. If we now pull up, or if the absolute value it affects us is still the same, but we've got a bigger weight to try and slow down, so inertia slows us down slower. Yeah. Abort, mash spacebar. Yeah, if we ever need to abort, but I think we're all right now. She's stopped caring about us now. Yeah, I think so. Stuff like life and important decisions getting in the way. Okay, looks like we're flying nicely now. We are legitimately flying now. So as long as we can keep up a bit of forward velocity, we should be able to keep this working out quite well. We have no options for SAS because, of course, we just blew up our robot friend. I feel a little bit spare, a little bit sad. Landing gear, no, we're good. We're just waiting for parachutes to pop out. There we go. At some point, the landing gear will come out, but not at this point, though. Not at this point of the height. Oh, I punched my microphone, guys. I punched my microphone. Hey, how you doing? You had a good day?
Yeah, I was alright.
Yeah, good day's good. We are. I did the thing that I was going to do, like, all stream today in half an hour. So I'm just kind of finding other things to do. It's amazing how these things work. So, sometimes when I expect like something just to take 20 minutes, 3 streams later, I'm like, oh,
Never plan anything.
Shouldn't plan. Yeah, no, plan is for people that can't do stuff on the fly, right? Yeah, make that microphone give us your wallet. Oh, give you its wallet. I mean, to be fair, it needs to like learn to behave and stop like chatting back. Microphones don't chat back. But,
Yeah, 'cause it's totally your microphone.
yeah, it's totally my microphone's fault. People told you I'm quick to finish. Why? What's she been saying about me? So I don't have any SAS on at the moment, yet still it wants to orientate me this other way up. There we go. That's a little better. Put down my landing gear. It's gone. Yeah, all right. You are a lander. We'll put you this way around. Let's extend the antenna again. Are we in the Battlegrounds? No, we're not in the Battlegrounds. That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh, it's a long fall. Oh, I hate this. It's literally, I'm sure you guys are sick of me saying it, the worst part of the game. Oh my god. There needs to be a, alright, I'm floating, put me down on the floor button. You know? I am travelling less than 10 meters per second. There is no way I'm going to. In fact, what is the impact resistance on these things? Does it tell us anywhere? I don't know if it does. They're like in the construction bay. It tells us then. Okay, here we go. Coming down for a beautiful touchdown. I was a little higher up than I thought it was, but no problem. Fun fact: there's another Jean Paul II state in Poland. Okay. Oh, statue state. No. All right, we're good. Let's recover this vessel before it blows up. No, I didn't know about that. That's cool. I mean, the fact that you've already got one blew me away, but the fact that there's two, that's crazy. But you know, like statues to famous people get put up all over the place. I wonder. I don't know if we've got any popes. I should imagine we've got a few statues of popes. Can't imagine we don't. Oh, up to 500,000. Oh, and we're at the point where we can buy some more science. Very tempted for the tiny engines, tiny engines, or the claw. The claw is probably the best one. There are at least 30. Wow. All right, big ones then. My bad. I mean, that's all the robot stuff. Here's those SASs we were talking about. Command modules. I mean, they're also good. Oh, service bay 2.5. That's pretty cool. And we can't afford this stuff up here because nuclear propulsion would totally be my go-to. I need a Dres mission. I mean, that could be a thing. All right, let's put Dres up on the. Bam! 14 days. You're right. We need a Dres mission. Oh mate, I don't know. Where's the KSpedia? I thought you were down here. There you are. Give it. The reason that I want the KSpedia is because I've got this little install here that gives me the Delta V map for the entire play. It's one of the most useful mods. It does next to nothing. It literally splices a picture into your game. But oh my gosh, so helpful. So helpful. Fun fact, John Paul II requested to not make any statues of him rather than spend the money on those who need it. You know what? There's a lot of things I hear about John Paul II that makes me go, you know what, maybe he wasn't just an evil face of the Catholic Empire, because that's what it is, right? Maybe he did actually care about people. Not heard much about the new guy. Was it Francis? Have we had another one since then? I don't know. I kind of lost track after the JP2 himself, you know. Anyway, where are we going? We're going to Dres. Let's figure this out. What are we going to send to Dres? I kind of feel. Oh no. So we need. I mean, look at this this antenna requirement. That's the big problem. Yeah, no, I'm inclined to believe it 3. I am inclined. Oh look, we could pause the game. How long has this been here? Can I come out of here now? No, it unpauses it. Okay, all right. So yeah, Dres mission. Can we upgrade our tracking station? Do we have the money for that? Because we're quite there is also a thing, a mod that shows you your range of your tracking station. Unfortunately, I don't have that installed right now. I think it's a good quality of life one though. GP2 GMD happened. I'm not even sure what that is, buddy. Oh look. I mean, we are at level 2 Deep Sky Network. So according to this, we need C5. What's C5? What does C5 mean? There's C4 over here. Let's go and have a look at some of these here. Do we have... I mean, 10 gigameters. I mean, that's... Do they just add up? How do we know if we've got the antenna range to get to Dres? How do we know? Should I just make a thing? Should I just make a satellite? Do we want it to fly by, orbit, or land? I mean, obviously we would rather have the orbiter / lander, but no, and of course that means we need to send science package, right? That is a very important thing. All right, we want that, and we want the reaction wheel because that's quite important. There we go, reaction wheel, and then we want to have the electrical systems that side. Okay, cool. Already a good start. Let's think communications. All right, so this is a... it's direct, so we're not going to be sending any foldables then. No. Okay, so 2 Gs. It's actually 10 Gs on the level 2. So let's just not try and change my my volume and just slap a whole bunch of these on here. Now we could go straight up to like 8, but I think that looks a little silly. I don't know about you. Do you think that looks a little silly? No foods for breakfast. Dude, my heart bleeds. And I don't actually mean that in a sarcastic way. It might have sounded so, but... Is this good enough? Is this good enough? I legitimately have no idea. Let's put some of these ones on it as well. Oh, we don't like it. All right, let's go the other way. Let's put those over there. Let's put you and you on the sides here. I literally only want 2 of these, thanks. Just like so, and then you can come on that bit. Like so. Yeah, much better. Okay, and then we shrink that in there. Okay, so this is put it on the top of anything satellite system, right? Do we agree? I agree. I really wish we had another way of doing that, but that's like 40 million meters, right? Just gonna go with it, you know. Got a tiny little service module underneath, which if we open up, shroud. Oh. No attachment, but we got shrouds. Okay, so in the shroud, well, first underneath the shroud, we're going to put a small science experiment. That is this big one. Bam. All right, beautiful. And now underneath here, there's a whole bunch of stuff we want to put, right? Not only do we want to have a thermometer, which we don't want to have on radial. I just want to, not sorry, symmetry. Just want to have one of these. And then I want to also have a pressure mat on this side. Like that. Yeah, it's looking good. We'll have a mystery goo. Like so. And I'm also going to put a Kerbal engineering system on here because I like to know how many delts we got left. Okay, what else can we hide on here that is necessary? Put one of these on this side. I mean, this is like fully spec satellite #1, right? There's not much else we can do about that. One thing that we do need to know, of course, is whether we've got the power to do things. You won't be able to click the solar panes like that. Good shout. Let's put them on an action group. Do we have access to any of the action groups? We've got custom 1, 2, 3. Can I now? It's all right. We'll get in there. We'll make it work. We've done this before. Photovoltaics, there we go, look at that, beautiful. So I can't put them in there, but if I put them on the gear, can I go toggle solar panels? Because this isn't going to have any landing gear, right? Okay, we'll put the shroud back on. What do we want to put on the top? What cap do we want to put up there? It looks like it needs something. I'm almost tempted to give it the parachute so we can bring the science back home. I don't think that's a great idea personally, but we could. What is the delta V on? If I can find. Oh. I really wanted that to sit well, because then I could put like a little engine underneath and it would look cool. No, we just did that one. That's totally the other way. I'm always interested in all these adapters. Like, it's great that we got them. Just like this one here. That is amazing, but what is it? Interstellar fuel switch that enables us to change this to a LOX rather than just a liquid. That would be pretty cool as well. But doesn't look like I've got anything that's going to adapt very well. Ooh, thank you very much. Just been delivered a cup of tea. Alright, looks like we're going to have to go with that one. So that's basic interplanetary satellite. Are we in agreement? Is there anything that I should have on here that I don't? I mean, that's just not right, is it? That's just not right. Let's go. So a cheetah has an engine ISP of 355, whereas the Terrier has 345. So we're going for the cheetah so far. If we slap that on the bottom there, but more importantly, take that off. So checking out the delts down below, we've got 2,000 delts. If we then take that off and replace it with the Terrier, because of course the Terrier much lighter, 2,300. Well, that was less, right? Yeah, okay, that's 300 delts just by using the lighter engine. I'll take it. I will take it. Now, do we want to add some extra drop pads on this? Because this thing has to slow down. Drop tanks, sorry, pads. Drop pads, what? So let's go coupling. Let's go some of these radial decouplers. Let's drop 4 of these on here. I don't know if 4 is... Yeah, 4 is a good number. We'll go with 4. And we'll go... Make sure I've got no limits here. No, we're good, we're good. Deliveroo doing tea now. Yeah, you know, man. Yeah, instead of full switch allows you to switch to fuel types. Yeah. Yeah, I just rang up the guys on their mopeds. Was like, hey, could you bring me some tea, please? I desperately missing out. We could do something a little bit weirder than that. Let's do something a little bit weirder than that. I'm gonna turn this up like this. Yeah, I like this design. Oh no, that's. It's something that I do quite often. It's just kind of like setting this fuel tank on its side like this. And now I feel like we need, first, of course, fuel ducts. Whack, whack. Into there. Put this down here. Okay, right. So we've given ourselves an extra 2,000 delts by doing that. I am all about that. Is there some sort of aerodynamic cap we could put on this that would make it look not quite so terrible? That still looks terrible. What am I on about? Man, they're all weird sizes. Alright, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave it at that. You are just past the optimal Juno transfer, so you're actually good for going to Juno. Nah, we're fine. We'll go at the time allocated. Okay, so this is what we're gonna call our Dres vessel. Favorite Minoan war god. How about that? Do we know any Minoan war gods? I know nothing about the Minoans, to be fair, other than they were like, you know, Mediterranean. Minoan gods. Let's see what we get. The Minoan religion. Okay, I'll take that. Bronze Age for Crete. Yep, that's what I reckoned. Human sacrifice. Bureau Mortain. Mycenaean and Greek mythology. Yeah, it's kind of what we were expecting. No actual names, unfortunately. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, no, it's too long a list. Too long a list. I don't know. House Dres Revenge, Dresd for Success. Oh, there we go. We're going to go for Dresd for Success. I like that one. Copy. The Hun Dres War. Yeah, we're going for Dresd for Success, though. That's great. That's amazing. Wait. Before I do that, solar panels make how much power? In here, we got 2 of these that are 1.6 per second. This isn't going to be per second, is it? 1 and 6 a minute. That's that's 1 every 10 seconds. So that's a 10th every. Okay, no, actually, we should be able to do it. That's 1.1, right? 1.1 to run these 2. We're going to extend the number of solar panels on here. There we go. It's too much of a risk to let it just do what it wanted. Actions, gear, toggle solar panel, beautiful. Apart from we've not got that. Taking it out and putting it back in because I have in the past only had 2 fire up when I have taken it off and replaced it. So we'll do that. Okay, beautiful. I think we're good. Okay, so this is the Dresd for Success. We've got 4,000 delts, but that is only for when we get there. Dres, there we go. Look at that, 6,000 inclination change. But I'm expecting to only use the delts that we've got here past this flyby. Alright, so what we need to do is try and back count here what we need to lift this up with. I want to ideally use, I don't know, maybe half of this with like my 3rd stage, my upper stage, because this isn't an upper stage. This is the spacecraft, right? We're going to put fairing on the underside of this. I don't know if we are actually. I don't know, guys. What do you reckon? Do one of these? A little bit of a... They call it a hammerhead, don't they? Of course. Wait. Important things need to happen. Decoupler goes there. All right. Okay. Now that that's in place, because that was very important, that should be better. Okay, they want me to spell it success. Okay, like that. All right, that's success, yeah? Save that. I kind of feel like we need to re-edit the fairing. Just a bit more like... There. Okay, beautiful. That's what we want. 36 parts, already over what you can launch in in your first game. That wants to be there. We've got everything setting off at the right times. Okay, cool. So the next thing we want to do is to have, let's say from low curb in orbit to Dreads, right? So we've got low curb in orbit. We need to do like 1,600. Let's call it 2,000 delts on this particular stage. And I'm going to be doing most of that with ye olde orange. Well, it's not orange tank, but let's make it ye olde orange tank. These used to be singular tanks, known as singular tanks, and then this one was known as a double tank. Of course, that's just blown completely out of the water now with all the different types of tanks we got. The poodles, I like the poodles. Down here, yeah, that is that one, and we've got a delt of 2,600. Yeah, I like it. All the other numbers stay the same, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So let's try some different engines and see if we get any better numbers there. Because, of course, we are up in the vacuum of space. 350, though. I think we're going to be hard-pressed to do better than that. I'm going to try this little... Ooh, that's a lot smaller than I thought it was. Ignore that. The Bobcat, though, is not as small. 2.3... And this was what, 2.6? 2.6. Okay, so that's already better. I don't think we're going to be doing anything better unless this skiff engine can give it some. 2.4, not quite. The other good one, is it the Wolfhound? Doesn't look like we've got it. No, it doesn't look like we've got it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we're going for the poodle, and we've got 2.6. That's again still a lot. Still a lot of stuff of thing. What do we need after? I know what we need. We need to get a cubic octagonal. We don't want to put one on. This is now one of my favourite ways of dealing with these extra stages here, is to just quickly drop a probe core on it. To move it down. Want it close to the coupler there. Okay, cool. And then if we go 1 and right click and say hibernate auto, very important. And then we can put some solar panels around the outside, and this thing can kind of like deal with itself after it's flown around. Do we just want to slap one of these quickly over this side as well? I'll take 3 actually, if that's all right. Okay, brilliant. I think that should be good for the middle stage, and now finally we need to get this up out of the atmosphere. Stick the widest booster on it. It'll look like some kind of plug. Some kind of plug, right? Okay. Now we need coupling. We need a massive decoupler. Bam, 2.5 meters. Like, I could lay down and I wouldn't be able to touch either side. Well, actually, no. If I reach up, I'd be able to touch both sides of it. But now we need. I think maybe this is where we need the orange tank. The double orange tank. Beautiful, beautiful. Can we like make this the same color as this? I mean, like, look at that. Disappoint in the color of the fairings and stuff. Man superglues bums, clothes, and drinks laxative. Man eats many laxatives and goes for a run. One of my favourites. I know things you never see. You never see them. No, actually. I do watch some DEFCON. I do watch some DEFCON. Not so much the physical penetration stuff. Video. Have you not seen the videos of these Gorgonopsid? Here, for your sanity, don't. Just don't. Okay, how many booster stages are we going to put on this? Wait, where is our cutoff already? So that's the main stage. So down here, we've only got like 1,000 delts. We need to get to like 3.5. I've got a feeling we're going to do that through solids. Are we going to use solids? Are we going to use solid boosters? I think we'll use solid boosters. Is this another 2.5? This is a thoroughbred. It's a pretty chunky booster, has to be said. Look at that. So let's bring these together. Bam, 3.4. Given all the extra engineering we've done in the upper stages, I might even take that. You having fun back there? Oh, excuse me. You never see a man running down you never see a man running full speed down the road having a poop. I mean, we have, but alright, we need some aero caps for this. That's not the right size, not even close to the right size. That looks good. But what about these? What are these? I've never seen these before. I'm assuming, I don't even know what they come from. It's the wrong size for me. It's a 1.87 rocket size, so it's got to be part of Breaking Ground, right? Yeah, it must be. Okay, that looks good. That's good. Run out before the fuel in the boosters? Yeah, probably, but I won't be going full throttle on the inside tank. But yeah, no, you make a good point there. Actually, what I might do, because we still got like 2.4 to weight ratio. A lot of people I know feel sick when I do this, so here we go. You can watch this. I think anybody's going to feel uncomfortable about what I'm about to do. It's going to be you, Gorgonopsid. We're going to get these fuel tanks here. You know what? I might actually go for the 1.8s. Where are they? 1.8s. We're just going to kind of stick these here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put one up there. Come on. One down below. Yeah, that's totally going to explode when we drop it. Let's think about how we're going to do that whilst we put some aerodynamic caps on. So obviously we want to get some Separatrons on there or something. That is quite the oof. And of course, sorry, one missing part of this whole equation. Oh hey, oh yeah, let's do it from this view. Why not? Let's go. I know why not actually. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you go and put down a fuel pump like right opposite here, so it's barely got room to exist, sometimes it won't exist. So try and do it off of center so that it's got room to make itself, because sometimes that doesn't. Okay, I'm expecting big explosions. Should we just do it anyway and see where it goes wrong? I think that's probably the best way of doing it, right? Okay, here we go. Official testing Mark 1. Let's give it a save. Let's give it... Oh, that food smells amazing. Let's give it a save and let's give it a go. This is just a test flight. This is just a test flight. Like, to the point where I'm actually going to roll back and wait for the 14 days before I launch it. If something doesn't fit, we won't fit. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, the load screens. Okay, so immediately we need supports up the top. Yeah, we need supports at the top. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, we need struts all round. Just all round. It flies pretty well though. Relatively. I'm just going to prograde it at this point and see what happens. Yeah, there's definite issues with this. Definite issues with this. More struts, maybe not more boosters. I think we're good for boosters. I'm definitely going to stop us tipping over at this point. And then the drag will snatch the top of the rocket and it'll pull me back, right? Because we've got no fins. But I reckon once we got the struts on, we could probably just attach the fins to these extra tanks and then we don't have to lug them through space. Nothing looks quite as silly as a rocket with fins in space. Actually, this is going to be a very, very sedate flight up there. Like, very, very nice. Very nice. It's definitely going to be interesting to see whether the main sail has the oomph once the solid motors have burnt out. Again, probably still falling over too far. Let's put that there. I do, however, like to be pointing prograde when the solids burn out, so that when I drop them, they follow my airflow. There, go. No, it didn't work. It didn't work. I mean, everything went fine. kind of dropped our middle state. All right, let's go and replace the more struts and see what else we can do about that. That launch vehicle. This is not a big launch. This is a medium-sized vehicle. This is definitely not a big one. Thanks for your vote of confidence, though. Okay, let's go strut connectors. I'm going to go over here, and then going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's one too many. Because then I can pull them out this way, and they will connect to everything in one go. Look at that. That's beautiful. I like that. I like that. Excuse me. Fun fact, a guy created a toilet with Mortal Kombat sound effects. Special effects. I mean, sound effects would be good. Mid-girther. Yeah, mid-girther. Not worried about it, Girther. And then you guys here. Scroll back. That's a ×4. I don't want a ×4. As fun as that looks, it's not what I'm after. Let's try and grab that again. 8. Beautiful, beautiful. Like that. Okay, feeling better about it. Feeling better about it. Let's put some tail wings. This one? Or this one? I need to go somewhere. Let's go with those ones. Okay, let's save and launch. Should be a nice easy launch, right? Moho to... Oh, no, guys, we've got a problem here. Look, Moho to Dreads is not the mission we're at. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh, it died immediately. Wait. Transfer window. Kerbin to Dres. Why didn't that work last time? 142 days. I mean, it's still the next mission, but it's a little bit further away than. We got staging issues, have we? Aha, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Good job you caught that. I didn't. Is everything else looking good? That might have been what went wrong. I mean, ideally we could have some Sepratrons on here as well, but meh. All right, so I'm gonna go up till. I don't know. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna fly the way we normally fly. Go. Okay, this should be a nice, easy flight. We're already pushing our way up to 100 kilometers. 100 kilometers, wow, I wish. 100 meters per second. And indeed, we are now on our way to 150 meters per second. So that's pretty good. Man, this is going to be a pretty serious flight. One thing I do need to do is keep one of these fuel tank readouts up here because it doesn't have an engine, so it doesn't give a readout of how much fuel is in the tank. So we need to keep an eye on this one. Let's zoom right out. Look over that way. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. That's amazing. I like that. I like that a lot. Looks like we're going to be slightly off of inclination. Not that bothered. Not that bothered. Look at that thin sheet of clouds. I definitely need to find a better cloud thing. Cloud mod. In fact, I'm not overly sold on the cloud mods anyway. They sometimes try and put like cities in there as well, and they also look pretty bad. Okay, let's just double check that we're dropping solid boosters next. I can't tell from this angle. Could well be. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, there we go. That's the solid's gone. Without explosion. All right, yes. That's cool. That's exactly what I want from my spacecraft. As little explosions as possible. Okay, with us up at the top of the atmosphere, I'm going to deploy my fairings, and we're going to drop the gear down because that is how we pop out the solar panels. Nice, beautiful, and wonderful. Roughly following the correct parabolic we need to get us up into a nice orbit. I don't see anything else that could go wrong here, other than the fact that we might not have the antennas to get to Dres. That is my only big worry, is the fact that I just don't think we got the tech for it. But we could just grind up a bunch of cash bearing missions in the 140 odd days that it takes us to get there. Like we got a brand new space station in orbit around Kerbal. We got to make use of that. We got to put like a science module on it at some point, and then go around with, I don't know, some sort of SSTO if we can, where we stop at each of the biomes and take off again to go and deliver the stuff to the science station. Because as we all know, the best science is done in space. It's taken a while to get up to speed, isn't it? Joys of the mainsail. Come on, you can do it. We are actually rocking a mainsail, right? Yes, we are. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, later, Gordon Opsid. I will catch you around, buddy. It was a good hour and 40 chilling with you. Good hour 40 chilling with you. I might just leave this in orbit. As we're nearly there. As we're nearly there. That periapse is not going down anywhere near enough. Let's have a look at our orbit. I mean, we might make it. We might make it. I'm a little bit worried. Because of pregnant people, the number of skeletons in the human body is higher than one. I mean, like, maybe. I mean, surely because of is it gefilte fish? Anytime you eat whole animals, surely that increases the number of skeletons in your body. like picking a sardine out of a can. And I don't know. I don't eat sardines out of cans. I don't know if they got bones in them. Sardines are minging. What other ways can you increase the number of skeletons in a human body? Obviously, Wolverine's got 2. He's not the one he was born with and the one fused to it. Because, you know, Marvel characters, totally canon IRL. Oh, come on. Get it into orbit, man. Get it into orbit. We're about halfway. Just eat bones. I mean, well, I mean, eating bones isn't the same as eating a skeleton. And you kind of imagine the skeleton to be like the whole thing, or bonus, dude. But again, I don't think that counts as eating a skeleton. Okay, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. To be honest, facing that way is the way I want to be facing, because I want to go around to Apple Apps, circularize it, and then we got to go see what we could do with the guys on the moon, because they're going to die if we leave them for too long. There's like food in this game. I need to make sure that people don't die through lack of food. Okay, what about the whole path? There we go, that's better. Okay, notice we're only being displayed the first hop. And whilst, you know, that's kind of cool, I'd rather have the path. The reason that it was on first hop rather than the path is because the whole network was getting a little much. Just a little much. But path is good. I like this, like what my craft can attach to. But yeah, definitely going to go for full path. Okay, here we go. Let's circularize this orbit into 100 or something like that. I mean, we're currently at 107. There we go, 107. We'll just keep it in that thing. What's the typical hobo's drink in the UK? It's something called White Lightning. I think most people will agree with me. It claims to be cider, but if it's ever seen an apple, I'll be surprised. You look like you're trying to say something?
No, there's another one similar that they buy now more often than White Lightning.
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah. It's cider. It's synthetic ciders. I feel like I need to state synthetic because, you know, apples are expensive, and it's not as expensive to mix some chemicals together and get something that looks like apples. Right, we need to go to the Space Center now. Ooh, here we go. Oh no, no, we got the mission there, right? That's fine. That's fine. That's the important bit. Don't know, ask another 3. Lol. He asked. Yeah, he probably wanted to know what to import to impress his classy hobo friends, right? Could you imagine that? They're all sat around in the park, be like, "Oh well, I've got my French red wine that I've imported. I've got the local flavours of England." Glug, 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 glug. Yeah, I think it'll be a work. In Poland, it's denatured alcohol. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of over that because too many people like destroyed themselves with stuff that shouldn't be drunk, and like this stuff is cheaper than that. So, you know, that was kind of the big thing. Yeah, this isn't any tramp juice. This is UK tramp juice. Okay, so in here we got something called emergency call out. Let's find him. Emergency call out. Right. This guy, he did great, but there were some things he was definitely missing. And we need to, hey, can I get my thing back? We need to go seat 0 inventory. We need to go to the tools, and we just need to throw all the tools in here. Because too often now, and you know, by that I mean once, and once is by far too often, we've turned up and not been able to do what we need to do. I'm also looking for These. I'm going to put a couple of these in here. They are ports. So I can walk up to the side of a fuel tank, you know, like you can in real life, punch a hole through the side, stick a bit of rubber around it, and connect it up to the system. I mean, why would that not be something you want to do? This resource transfer station also sounds good. Also sounds like we needed to put some more fuel on this thing, right? Because we didn't quite have enough fuel coming back. So... let's get this right. So let's actually go for 4 of these. Yeah. I think that's probably a good idea, actually. And that should now... Ooh, that's not where I want it. Like that. All right, beautiful. Looks good. Read that as Trump juice. Tramp juice. Yeah, for some reason, tramps, we call hobos tramps. Whereas also, I know in the rest of the world, tramps are like women of variable variable morals, shall we say. Though I think that's more of an old term use. I think I only know people who were born in like the 1950s to use it as reference to girls. Okay, is this actually now enough to get to the moon and back? Could be. Yeah, I think we got everything. All right, let's get Bill, not Jeb. Bill, our engineer, our 2-star engineer, and let's send him back. Any moment now. Menu will load. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, I'm not even gonna count down, let's go. Let's just fly. Try to do an efficient turn as possible. So, you know, that is kind of a little bit beyond me. Alright, I wonder how low a throttle we can operate on now if I just keep myself pointed in this direction. Like, the solids are already starting to get us quite a fair amount of speed up, so this is looking pretty good. I've literally got this just on half throttle to give us a little bit of vector control if need be, but it looks like we're going to be fine. Looks like we're going to be good. We are now approaching half a kilometre a second. We blasted through half a kilometre a second, my bad. And moving on up, 31 kilometre apoaps, 13 kilometres where we are at right now, and in the time it's taken us to talk, 50 kilometre apoaps. So we are most definitely headed in the right direction. I'm just going to literally turn off my liquid fueled engines because we're going to end up far too far overshooting if I don't. Pop, 109, I'll take it. I'm also going to throw those away, and because they're lighter than me with all my fuel in the tank, they will drop down slowly behind me as the atmosphere drags them down. But we should now be a nice little upwards lift. And when we get up here, we need to remember to go and have a look at the dockinators. I don't think we ever actually got around to docking, did we? Alright, let's just keep going. That'll do, mate. Can we go? Oh, I'm speeding up a little bit too fast, but that's also okay. I kind of want to turn my time accelerate down, turn off my SAS. Yeah, about there. Okay, I feel almost as if we didn't go for a very good orbit, but it'll work. We are definitely going to lift our periaps up high enough in the time it takes us to get back down into the atmosphere, so no problems there. Do need to try and find out where the moon is. Alright, it's over here. I want to set that as target. Beautiful. Nice. Once we get a nice circular orbit, I'll set up a maneuver node to fly on out there. Definitely. No, I do want my nose up because the periaps is just a little bit too. Not periaps, the apoaps is just a little bit too behind me at the moment. Okay, there we go. Bam, stop it. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Need to figure out where my maneuver node goes. I've got a feeling it's over here. Maneuver, push it up. Actually, now that I've come to look at it, I think we're a little too close to like where the moon is opposite. Yeah, so if we drag it around this way, we should find it. Like that. Beautiful. Just hook it up with a minimum of burn. Add emergency call out. Bam. Beautiful. 17 minutes. That's great, but I really actually need to go to the moon. We need to... Oh, no, that's not a bad orbit. Not a bad orbit. One of these, Dockinate and Mun. Let's switch to that. And then we've got to figure out how to get these two together to actually be docking. Probably the last thing we're going to do today. All right, can we see it? That's the big question. Is it close enough? Yes. Wait, does this actually have SAS this time? I don't know. I did do a little bit of a burn, but I'm not seeing anything that actually has SAS on it. So it's probably just a little bit of a trick. You know, I'm just gonna burn at the target. It's not the smartest way of doing it, but it does work. Alright, drifting at 3.9 meters per second. Let's call it 4. We've only got 17 kilometers to cross. But how does this do down here? Let's have a look. 5.7. It's nice. Really want to be pointed. Just burn. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Let's go. Let's point retrograde so that we can slow. Wait until we get close to at least the node we want to point at. That's good enough. Let's go. Auto warp cat. What? Because I changed from map to here? What? Why? What? Oh, because emergency call out is about to be done. All right, fine. Close alarm. Everybody close your alarms. Everybody close your alarms. I need to add Dockinate and Mun. What do we need to add here? I want to add a maneuver over there. And then we can set that one like so. Okay, cool. Now we need to get over here and do its maneuver. All right, where are I? Oh, man. There's so much stuff going here. Dressed for success? No. SRB satellite? No. Emergency call out. You're my man. Let's switch to you. We got to fly you out to the moon. Oh no, burn time 28 seconds, start burn in 30 seconds. That's good. We should be going just a little bit prograde though, right? Yeah, nice. Also noticed that we have not done things such as deploy solar panels, because you know what, power's kind of important. Not quite as important is the antenna, but I'll still take it. 11 seconds to go. What a good time for the alarm. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just burn. Go. Really looking forward to the time when I can just tell my robots to point at the maneuver node. Okay, 400 meters per second. It's not imperative that we are super exact here. It's just nice to get close to the moon, you know? Nice to get close to the moon. All right, coming up and stop. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I will take it. So I want to add a new alarm, and thankfully this one's in like days. So There you go. Call out 4 hours. It's close enough to days. Sorry. Yeah, sometimes I find myself coughing into the microphone directly, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I really hope another 3's listening to on headphones when that happens. Alright, what are we trying to do here? We are trying to connect our 2 ships closer together. Hopefully we could just kind of do it. Do it! But be interesting to see. Okay, half an hour is not anywhere close to the 4 hours, so we should be able to do this all in one go. But are you listening on headphones or are you listening through the speakers? Because, you know, hearing someone cough through some speakers, that's one thing, but having it right in your ear. Yesterday, especially during your stream, yeah. Oh, I meant to be like, welcome to the first official stream of the week. Okay, we're actually pointing away from it now. That's not quite what I was after. Okay, this way, this way, this way. How fast do we want to go at this? I don't know. 32 meters per second sounds pretty fast. 0.4 kilometers sounds pretty close though as well. Okay, so we're gonna have to drift a lot of this at real time. Well, at least in time warp rather than physics warp, because I need to turn my ship round. What was that? I hit the wrong button. You really? Okay, this should be turning around nicely. Trying to dock like this is going to be a bit of a mission. But that's alright. I could deal with bits of missions. Point at my retrograde is what we're waiting for right now, so that when so that I could do a little time accelerate, like bump back and forth, to keep myself pointing in the direction I want to go, and hopefully we can get nice and close. About 200 meters, right, is what we're expecting here. 400 meters. Okay, got a feeling we're gonna. If I do this, can we burn faster and head towards? Oh, that would be really nice. Oh, please stop. Let's do that. How close are we going to be now? That is 200 meters, okay. Your brother is next to you almost constantly at home, and he's always complaining that you should wear headphones. I mean, to be fair, he needs to be quiet when you're on the microphone, you know? I mean... Oh mate, this is going to be slow next couple of minutes, but this is it. This is the last thing we do. We've got 4 hours to do it in real time before life becomes too much of a problem. Okay, can we turn that off? I'm just going to hold left like this and go, hey, a bit of thrust and back. Would you guess that I've tried? It does Tony, but yeah, I could imagine so. Yeah. Okay. Definitely worried about. Ooh, overdoing it like that. Okay, thankfully we're spinning quite hard at the moment, so we'll do this and head towards it again. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's not great, but it's good. I'm very tempted just to drop this stage now. Obviously got to turn all these other bits on, but Can I hit retrograde? And I mean, 100 meters is good enough to start thinking about slowing down, right? Just want to do a full flip, and then we'll slow down. I'm worried that we're going to overshoot, but all right, now that we're facing that way, I'm gonna just start thrusting a tiniest amount. Okay, like that. Going to decouple. I'm going to turn this on. Oh man, we are totally facing the wrong way. We're going to go V, 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 and have a locked point of view for the camera. Oh, I haven't turned the engine on. Oh, I'm an idiot. This engine's very strong. Okay, let's retrograde. Let's do that. Hey Carl, how you doing? You got your 23andMe results. Cool. I mean, that is very cool. Did you learn anything? I suppose is kind of like the actual thing that we're supposed to ask here. Okay, start spinning this way. Do this right down just to turn us around. Oh, come on. Turn us. Man, that was on the right side as well. Oh, because I'm time warping. I'm like, why isn't it not letting me do anything? I'll try and bring us down to an absolute minimum of distance moving. 2, 1. Okay, and then while still doing a bit of a thrust, bring us up to look at the direction I want to go. And now we've got to kind of like bring ourselves in very slowly. Which I'm sure will not be difficult in any way. I really, really wish I'd put SAS, RCS, any of the S's on here. Mostly British and Irish, and the majority of the Irish is from Glasgow, which always makes me laugh. And then there's that little 6% of Native American. Oh, that's nice. Right, how do we make this work a little bit better than what we're doing? Let's swap over to this side. No, not you. You, hey, how you doing? You also want to decouple. Is that you over there? Like legit? Yeah, 400 meters. Okay, let's try and with the power of this. Oh, engine thrust does help. Activate engine. Why does Glasgow make me laugh? Because it is Scottish, but of course, obviously, Celts are Celts. But you know, you call a Scot an Irish guy, and they're gonna be like, ooh. Okay, that's fuel tank. Oh my god, I don't know where anything is. I don't know how to do this properly. Well, we need pointing services. That's actually what we need to do properly. Deep fried you sounds good. I disagree, but you know. Why is this stop turning? I've got the smallest amount of thrust on the go so that we can slow ourselves down properly. Or at least that's the plan. Okay, now how do I make this guy face in the right direction without changing my thrust? No, you're not who I'm after. Well, this is like a different craft. I think what we're learning here is SAS is much more important than anybody thinks. I ate 5 cinnamon rolls. Oh, easy there, mate. Which way would point me in the way I want to go? Alright, so I think we're going to have to call this one it, guys. I'm going to say thank you very much for joining for this adventure. Next time we will send up one that's actually got some SAS involved on it. We will finish the emergency call out. But of course today we actually managed to get our space station up and running and looking brilliantly. So, brilliantly? Yeah, you heard me. Let's go and have a look at this quick. Let's switch over there. It says it's the science station. I think we did actually manage to get some science on it. That was part of the thing. Same type of muscle groups as power athletes. Ooh, that's nice, that's nice. So yeah, next time we'll be trying to get some science up to these guys. We'll be trying to get the Dockinators back together, but we'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye!